Hey guys, what's going on? It's Colin here again. Today, we're at another engine show, as you can probably tell. Kind of over in the back corner here, but there are a few engines over here, so I figured I'd start here while I'm back over here exploring the flea market. But I'm actually up at the Dublin, New Hampshire engine show, and just driving in here, it looks like a lot of really cool stuff. So I figured, kind of like the Jacktown video, this one I actually get out first, but figured I'd walk around with the camera, take plenty of pictures on my phone too, and we'll just throw it all together and kind of see if we can get an overview of the show. I don't know how much talking I'm going to really do, but we're going to get a little bit of an overview at least, because this looks like a really cool show. But anyways, let's get into it here. This is pretty unique. Looks like one of those 8-cycle aero motors, but with the original pump, or some old pump at least belted to it. Usually you just see the engines, not any sort of pump on it. This stuff might be pushing my knowledge a little bit though. Some of the more common engines I might get, but hit and miss wise, some of these ones that aren't branded. I'm gonna guess this is associated. Got that pipe like that. Oh, yeah, there you go. But stuff like that, not sure about. Nice old Panzer too. New way, air cooled. Couple little Maytags. Not something you see that often, at least nothing I've ever seen before. 36 Ford, flathead V8 converted into a doodlebug. It's definitely something different. It's pretty cool though. And of course there's the classic Model A doodlebug.
We used to make lawnmowers out of everything. All kinds of stuff. We figured the bigger the engine, the better the lawnmower. You get a nice light aluminum deck, then like a big...
That's a unique little setup there. Looks like a Briggs Z. Somebody made an electric start for it. It's on a little generator.
Yeah.
Something different. Still kind of in the flea market area, but there's a few engines.
steam, why not use it? Lost. And there's no muffler in there because most of the compression is released. It's just a port at the back of the cylinder. Piston moves back so far, it uncovers the hole, and the hot exhaust gases can escape. So
Oh, interesting.
the feeling was it probably gained a little power because you weren't pushing against maybe a little residual compression when you were trying to push the exhaust out. And
Gotcha.
you thought it'd help cool it.
Yeah.
Because it was an air-cooled engine. So
Yeah.
not many companies use that, but there was one or two other than Gade.
I was going to ask if it was a Gade. I've heard of that before. That's really neat. I've never seen one in person.
Well, now you have it. There's another one, a bigger one, somewhere on the ground. I think somebody said down along the wood line somewhere.
I'm sure I'll find it. Very nice.
But this was the original.
Looks like some pretty interesting looking Briggs engines here. It's a Kickstart Model S. Looks like a Model U. You can tell with that weird tank there. That's got to be an H. It's got the air filter on it too, which is kind of neat. Probably W series. Kickstart, maybe also a W series, potentially, maybe an I. I'm not really sure on that one. This has got to be a Model Y. A couple of these other smaller ones with kickstarts and levers. But those two back there look kind of neat. Slant fins. That's got to be an FI, I think. It's either an FI or an FG. The one that has two rocker arms like that. I always confuse those two models though. But these two down here are definitely pretty neat little pieces. It's a nice little lineup. Here, Jake, I'll throw this in for you. Got quite a lineup of wheel horse tractors here. Do a little rundown. I know virtually nothing about these, but they are kind of neat looking. Definitely quite the lineup.
Now the one we had over home, the much bigger grinder.
Looks like an upright Famous International. Built into a, I'm guessing that's some sort of whetstone grinder, not entirely sure. But this right here is a pretty nice piece. Domestic side shaft pump. Actually working too, which is kind of neat to see. It's a pretty desirable engine right there. In good shape too. We got a little steamer air engine too. This is something a little different. It's a Petter Junior. I believe these were English engines. It's a two-cycle. Not a huge two-cycle guy, but kind of a neat piece.
Sometimes they get reflected and they want to go by.
That thing's got some pop behind it, my God. The whole cart jumps off the ground. It's a hefty engine, that's for sure, but geez, that one fires really hard.
What you end up doing? Hold it.
Little battery box dish pan Fairbanks here. Running pretty good. Little baby Novo too. This thing's got my attention though.
After that,
What is that? What is it?
Walking beam engine.
Huh.
paddle wheeler.
Pretty unique.
Day.
What?
Whole
Oh, okay, gotcha.
gas engine one.
That's pretty neat.
Wait. You gotta pay attention.
Here's something a little unique. You're gonna be saying that a lot today, actually. It's a Fairbanks Z throttler with the air cleaner thing on it. Some sort of ignition system there. I'm not really sure what that is, but I've never actually seen a Fairbanks here with a radiator and a fan inside the flywheel. So that's pretty cool. And he's got it hooked up to this really cool homemade can crusher too. Just never seen anything quite like that Fairbanks before. It's a little baby domestic there. Pretty neat little Willys Jeep. Empire. And that there is a big old Fairbanks throttler. It's a 6-horse Fairbanks throttler. Chugging along. It's a little baby domestic pumper. It's another nice, really nice little setup here. And this thing, a little baby Maynard, but get a load of that. A little piece of shingle holding up the gas tank there. This thing looks like it's seen a tough life. I'd almost be willing to bet that these skids and whatnot are all original, but that's definitely a survivor. It's kind of unique though, and hey, it's still running and running pretty good too. Kind of neat old motorcycle there. Another neat air-cooled engine. What brand is it? What brand?
It's a bracket turn one motor that's named after their house name of Reliance.
Huh, okay.
The 5 horse, it was made by Air Cool Motor Company out of Detroit, which was one of our old companies.
Okay, gotcha.
1909.
Very cool. Got some neat old trucks and whatnot here. A couple of older square body Chevys there. Old Jeep pickup. Looks like a Model T depot hack. Old Ford fire truck here.
Is that 70?
Old Chevy. Probably 40s or 50s if I had to guess. Another old Ford. Whatever the heck that thing is. Gloss past some of these. It's a Model A back over there. I kind of missed some of them over there. I'll throw some pictures in. Big old Ford.
Implements of discipline.
In high school, we called him the Wood Whisperer.
My cousin comes over and feeds him. No, he said my cousin's dog.
It's a cool old Jeep pickup. Model T Ford. The 1926 Chevy, that's pretty neat. You don't see too many of the older Chevys. A lot of wooden bodies, they like to rot out. Another Model A. That's a big old Nova over there. Probably about 6 horse or so if I had to guess. And it's actually built it up. Built it up to an old wood lathe. They're making baseball bats. Pretty freaking cool. Love seeing the old stuff working. Sorry. Looks like some more Novos over here. That looks like the machine you'd use to make rope or yarn or something like that. More Novo parts. I was right, it is a 6 horse. Very neat. Looks like we're getting to the territory of some larger engines here. Got a little sprayer set up. A couple more pumps. I think that might be, well, that's an International of sorts. This might be a big mogul. I'm not positive on that though. It's a cute little one. And this thing is ginormous. It's a giant sandwich. How many horsepower? That's an 18 horse. Woo. That is a beefy chunk of cast iron there. That's for damn sure. Not sure what that one is, but it's also pretty sizable. Looks like a drag saw. Domestic mud pump. We'll work our way back over there, but while I'm here, this is how you used to split wood back in the day. This looks like a big stover, if I had to guess. Yep, stover. I'm going to say it's probably an 8 horse, but I can't read the tag from here. Let's build it up to a big wood log splitter. What you do is you take one of those logs and you stick it in there and you time it just right so that that comes down and splits it. Try not to get crushed in the process. Super cool. It's a big simplicity. And I believe that is the same simplicity that went on to make garden tractors and stuff. Could be wrong, but I believe that's the case. Another big International harvester. Some other neat displays I'll have to get to in a little while. But looks like some really neat big stuff down this way, so I'm gonna make my way over. It's another log splitter. It's actually a twin. But this is a pretty unique engine. I saw one like this at Jacktown, but I never saw it run. Never seen anything quite like that before. And this looks interesting. Big paddle bladed fan, just putting a load on this thing. Big tractor, it's got a nice exhaust note to it though. Oh, cool. That's pretty neat. Thanks. 1918 International Titan. I've learned that this is a baker's fan. Like I thought, it's basically just for load, but manufacturers would actually use that to wear in the tractors when they were brand new. Pretty neat. Log splitters seem to be pretty popular around here. Some more small engine stuff. This thing looks pretty neat. Another one with a hell of a crack to it. Google. Definitely testing the truck suspension a little bit. It's like a 2-cylinder gray also. It's kind of interesting. This engine's actually running backwards compared to the way most do. Running counterclockwise. Greendale, made in Worcester, Mass. It's another interesting one here, but I have no clue what this is. Oh, it's another Greendale. It's a cool little Briggs Model A gen set too. Another big one. Can't read the tag though. I don't know what this one is. It's got real flame going there too, which is kind of interesting. Must be a hot tube. Probably some sort of oil field engine if I had to guess. Here we have a buzzsaw rig. It's another sandwich. Farmer's answer to a chainsaw, I guess. Got a cool little display of some Briggs engines here. That looks like some sort of Model N or I there on the water pump. Pumping away. A couple little 5S's. It looks like a 5S lever start on the flip rocket drill mower. That's a neat piece. Little W series washing machine engine. A couple of them. Some parts here. It looks like there's a few more over there, so I'll head over there in a second. Oh, and I almost glanced over this tiny little Lawson here. Such a cute little tiny thing. Definitely a neat little setup. Looks like some more neat Briggs engines here. There's actually a little Jacobs in there. Looks like another W series washing machine engine with the original exhaust tube. Model Y, it's got the air filter. That right there is a Briggs Model F. That is a super cool piece. Those are not very common whatsoever. Those go for big money. That is super cool. I've actually never seen one of them in person before. We got a Model S. Model T. That's another really rare one, actually. Wow. LA. And some parts. Almost ready to run, waiting for paint. Every Facebook Marketplace seller ever. But that right there is an impressive little display. Glad I wandered over here. Well guys, I think I've just about covered it. Been here for probably the better part of 2 or 3 hours at this point, if not a little more. And I can definitely say that this was quite an amazing show. Definitely, if you're anywhere somewhat local, make the trip out because this is pretty freaking cool. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, you can hit the little like and subscribe buttons. I'd appreciate that. By all means, leave a comment if you have one. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.